Aries, this is your week ahead tarot card reading by Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It's a message for Aries, sun, moon, rising sign, Aries energy. So if you're not an Aries birthday and you're like, well, this is wrong. Why did the algorithm draw this to me? You drew it to you. There's something in this message for you. Trust the timing, whether you're an Aries or not. So this is where your message begins. I feel like Aries, honestly, this is the most difficult energy that you could in any way, shape, or form experience. Why do I say that? This and that are true. Let's look at it again. And it's 2 as well. No, 2 is not a balanced number. 2 is actually imbalance. You know what I'm saying? 3 is that divine balance, because you look at the scale, there's always that sort of divine medium that helps the 2 sides to weigh each other into equilibrium, right? Without that, it's just flip-flopping, right? So 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords, 2, 2, 2, 2, there's always indecision. There's always like a need more information, or sort of some sort of imbalance. And then we have 2. And then we have this and that are true, which is like, oh, this is not Aries energy. So that's why it's difficult for you. Aries energy is decisive. Aries energy is progressive. Aries energy is, it knows exactly what it wants and it goes for it and it's certain of itself. And so now you're in a situation where you're not so sure. I love this for you because it is going to, this is the kind of energy, that complete contrast energy is how you grow. It's the only energy that you're capable of growing in, because it's the only energy that challenges you in a way that is going to insist that you be stronger. And so now you're in a situation this week where you're not sure and you don't know and you have a question on your mind. So focus just for a second on that question, because I'm going to do everything I can to answer that question. This and that are true. What are we talking about, God? What are we talking about? And what is the answer? What is the information that's coming in? Or why is this situation happening to us right now? Sometimes there's not always an answer or an answer right now. Sometimes the point is to make you navigate the seesaw. Or there's a circumstance where God is requiring you to see a different side, see a different perspective, because that's going to give you the broad-mindedness that you need to not only grow, but to handle whatever's coming at you this week. So how about we figure this out, right? Aries. As I divide the deck, there are going to be cards that fall out. That's fine. Let them fall out because it's part of the message. If you're looking for a personal reading, I provide those. The only place you can sign up for them is on my website. The only place. So please head over to www.bornwithoutboundariestarot.com and you can book and schedule at your own leisure. Whatever you schedule, you will have your reading or you'll have your message within 24 hours. Okay? Because I know you need them in a quick return. I get it. If you're new here, please remember to subscribe to the channel and then hit that notification bell and select all notifications so that you know when I go live. That's right. This is the only place on the internet that I do free public tarot card readings. So if you'd like to participate in that, be sure to get those notifications. If you are offended by loud sound, I cleanse my space and your space. This is why I use sound energy and not sage. Sage is local to the room, but sound energy can carry into your space. And I help to cleanse the energy on both sides so that we can both be open and receptive to this message in the most profound way. So if sound offends you, just turn down the volume for just a second. Well, God, hold on a second. First of all, Aries, we have this and that are true, right? So it's already challenging energy to try to see a different perspective. Now we have more Libra energy, embrace the in-between. There's a shift that's happening in your life. So God right away wants you to know that you're not supposed to know. When you're going through transition, you can't know, right? You're not experienced here, but your life is changing. There is a sort of fluidness about it. There is a transient quality about this week. This and that are true. Libran energy, just to balance out, be diplomatic both sides with your mind, and then embrace the in-between, which is the transference, going from one to the other. So things are changing. This is really beautiful energy. This is Scorpionic energy. And Scorpio's traditional ruler is your current ruler, which is Mars. And why do I say that? Because there's a connection here with the way that you guys take things seriously and like to take action on things. And this is, it's time to let go. So guys, what you're being called to do right now, at least on a spiritual level so far, is to allow things to change. Because they have to. And that's the best action that you can take, is to allow. So as the cardinal sign of all cardinal signs, you like to make the conscious decision. You like to take the lead. You like to create the flow. And it's kind of what you're designed for. But this is why it's challenging this week, because it's saying let go of your need to control and trust these changes that are happening with you, at least in as much as observe them and allow them to happen to you until you understand them better. Right? It is saying time to let go. Embrace the in-between and let go of what used to be or what you thought. I think this is coming from a lot from the brain. You've made the decision. Stop. You made a decision as the old you. You're changing. Your life is changing. You're not the old you anymore. So you really need to now be open to what's happening and take notice of it and let go of all the heavy. This is also a good sign because it's saying that you are effectively, your life is changing. And that's exciting. So let's see. There's something here. Bam, a rebirth is assured. This is also Scorpionic energy, but it's flat on its side. Something you're dealing with this week it's something that got stalled. It's something that got stuck. It's something that you haven't been paying a lot of attention to, or something that you sort of have been stuck in, or, in other words, it's coming back online. Things are actually changing with regards to whatever had stalled in your life, or maybe you intentionally stalled them, right? Like I'm not going to look for a job right now. I got too much other stuff. I got a lot to deal with. It's saying you're finally going to let go of that heartbreak, of that difficulty, and embrace the fact that now things are shifting. Whatever got stalled, whatever you couldn't awaken to, is coming back online, but at a time when you can actually see things in a different way. Sweet results await. That should tell you all you need to know about where we're headed this week. Because only the busy bee gets the honey. And you're about to get your honey. And that's really beautiful. It's Leo energy. It's like your time to shine. And in other words, it's almost saying, Aries, allow things to change around you. You don't always have to bring the change or be the change. And if you just enable the universe by trusting it, and that's very difficult for you. And then we have be at home is in reverse. This is not, once again, A confirms this is not your comfort zone, but B, you might be traveling. That literally could just be simply like, you're not going to be at home, or there's an opportunity or some sort of success that's coming that is going to ask you to either step out of your comfort zone in terms of what you normally would say is what you feel is right? But it's going to be different. Or literally it's saying step out of your home and be able to go someplace else and you'll have success someplace else, like an actual geological location. So you're going to need an open mind to see, and this is what the universe wants you to know so far. This is the right thing to do. This is the right decision. This is right for you to trust this. So you need to have an open mind, because if you don't, you're going to stay stuck. And that's not what we want right now. We want to get unstuck, but you're not going to unstick yourself. You're going to let the universe come and unstick you. It's like you're in a glue trap and it's going to rip you from the glue trap. And so the most difficult thing for you to do is to be inactive and trust in the passive. Not passive as in I don't care, but passive as in I trust, I allow, and I follow. And that's difficult, but that is the winning combination. Let's grab one of these cards. Okay. Be at home is in reverse. What is going on? What card came out? Libra. Are you fucking around with a Libra? Like, I'm just going to put it out there for you. Is it something to do with the justice system? I don't think so. Once again, I feel like this is your divine balance. Wait, hold on. What's going on in Libra? First of all, we have the South Node in Libra. And then we have Pisces. Guys, this is the energy right before you. The energy of rebirth. Hold on. South Node and rebirth. Ooh, this is some sort of finish of a karmic cycle for you. This is some sort of completion of this karmic energy. Okay. Pisces is all about having faith. It's all about transcending your fears by believing in the impossible. And the impossible is about to happen. Partnership. That's your ultimate balance. Is there a partner coming into your life? And please note that when I say this, I'm not talking just about romance, but I can say that it's important, right? It's definitely profound. Forgiveness heals. Time to release repressed anger, okay, as it's blocking your health and happiness. So letting go from all the distractions, confusion, fear, right? Seeing things from different person's perspective, and enabling yourself to move on because of it. So this is the time for you to really dump all the things that were holding you back and feel a level of success has to do with partnership. Like, have you guys gotten jaded when it comes to partnership, or something's been going on with negative partnership, or whatever it is? There's just this energy of, it's not about fighting it. If you continue to engage in the fight, you will continue to stay where you are. Aries, my warriors, the way to win this fight is to surrender. Because if somebody keeps baiting you by fighting, and making you prove yourself, all they're really doing is figuring out a way to manipulate the warrior in you to stick around. But you're not fighting a battle that you even believe in anymore. And that's why God's saying, surrender, hands up, don't fight anymore. And then you're going to see the truth of the situation. And that's what's going to unlock you from those icky, nasty little like bog monsters that are trying to hold you down. Right? That's what it is. It's seeing it from that different perspective. You've been swimming down instead of up. They've been luring you down. Get rid of it. Let it go. And then you're going to float up and you're going to be like, holy crap. I almost got fucked there. Yes, you did. That is the case. Oh, aren't you glad you listened to this reading? Because this is, watch out for this. A time to give rather than take. We have new moon in Virgo, which is interesting because it's diametrically opposite to Pisces. A time to give rather than take. And the answers you need are coming. Full moon in Gemini. Guys, this has got something to do with Mercury. Can you please clarify? Okay, what are the answers that Aries needs? Five of Wands. There's some sort of intentional trying to trip you up with red tape. Okay, I know the subject matter now. Something that you've aspired to, something that you've wanted a great deal, but you've had a lot of problems with loopholes and a lot of, standards or bars being set or different entry positions, like constant, and it's been chaos, kind of. You've gotten a lot of crap. It's like, for something that you aspire to, well, that's changing now. There's some sort of switch or change and a completion. Maybe you're finally sick of something and you're willing at this point in your life to finally let it go and realize that doesn't matter to me anymore. So it's just a liberation from that obligation of whatever that past dream used to be, right? It's like, let it go, because right now, you don't identify it with it anymore. It's time to give rather than take. I still don't understand that. What do you mean by that? God, what do you mean by it's time to give rather than take? It's also the answers you need are coming with regards to why you've had so much pushback with regard to something that was you wanted to try so much, that meant so much to you. A time to give rather than take. Four of Swords. This is forgiveness. So somebody's about to forgive you or you're about to forgive them, but it's reconciliation. It's tying up those loose ends so that the past doesn't hurt anymore. So there's some sort of forgiveness that you're extending this week that you need to put shit to rest so that you can grow beyond the chaos and the chaos, the conflict, and how it's distracting you. Maybe somebody wants reconciliation. What are the answers that Aries needs? Four of Pentacles. Somebody was trying to hold on. Somebody was trying to hold on, or money was held up. Something was destabilizing here because it was restricted, or somebody was holding on to it. Okay, give me more though. Like, okay, so there's an energy here of something being turned back on and happening again, especially with regards to maybe a financial investment. Just a sense of you invested yourself into this. You haven't heard for a while. There was a lot of red tape that you had to handle and deal with getting in your way. But ultimately, there's just this sense of figuring out how to work things and how to handle things and being gracious as opposed to being demanding, forgiving the past and moving on from it. It will require a little bit of work, but you'll be happy that you did it. Let's go to the extended. I will see you guys there. Link is below, and I'll pin it to the top of the comment section.